Clyde steps out to repair his broken car when he begins hearing unsettling sounds nearby. He cautiously goes to investigate, but froze in fear when a horrifying creature suddenly appears before him. The story then shifts to four friends traveling together toward a quiet vacation spot in an isolated town. They plan to stay in a cabin owned by Clyde, the man from the beginning of the movie. After some time, Clyde shows up accompanied by his daughter, Candy. He tells the group to follow him, leading them toward the cabin. When they arrive, Clyde suddenly starts coughing violently and vomits a foul-smelling substance. Despite this, he continues acting normal and begins giving them a tour of the cabin. He mentions that they are free to go hunting if they want, offering several weapons for use. However, he strongly warns them to stay away from a fenced-off section nearby, explaining that it belongs to a wealthy and dangerous man named Billy Ray, and trespassing there could be extremely risky. As the group explores the cabin, Lance becomes distracted by Candy's seductive behavior as she openly flirts with him. Clyde quickly intervenes and pulls Candy away, leaving the friends to settle in and enjoy their stay. Craig later calls his girlfriend, Carla, to let her know they've arrived safely, but she sounds distant and uninterested. That evening, the group gathers outside for a barbecue. During the conversation, Craig excitedly reveals his plan to propose to Carla soon and proudly shows off the engagement ring he bought. Lance reacts strangely, makes an excuse, and heads inside, saying he wants to go to sleep. After Lance leaves, Tom finally tells Craig that Lance has been secretly having an affair with Carla. To prove it, Tom shows Craig photos he secretly took of Lance and Carla together. Later that night, while everyone else is asleep, Lance wakes up and quietly sneaks into the garage to meet Candy, but she suddenly transforms into a zombie-like creature and brutally attacks him. The following morning, Craig, Tom, and Jerry realize that Lance is nowhere to be found. They were supposed to go hunting together, but since he hasn't shown up, they assume he must have gone ahead without them. They gather their hunting gear and head out into the woods. Jerry separates from the group and walks deeper into the forest to search for animals, while Craig and Tom remain nearby at a lookout point. Soon after, Craig spots a deer and fires his rifle. Instead of hitting the animal, the bullet strikes Clyde, who suddenly emerges from the bushes. Craig and Tom rush to his side to help, but they are horrified when they see that Clyde's face is badly deformed. They consider taking him to a hospital, but before they can act, Jerry suddenly returns and shoots Clyde multiple times without hesitation. Shocked by Jerry's reaction, Craig and Tom demand an explanation. Jerry insists that Clyde is no longer human and leads them to a nearby area where they find a deer that has been brutally torn apart. Jerry claims he saw Clyde feeding on the animal. Fearing legal trouble if the police discover the body, the three decide to take Clyde's corpse to their car and dump it somewhere else. However, a police officer named Thompson hears the gunshots and begins pursuing them. When he catches up and notices blood on their faces, he becomes suspicious and orders them out of the vehicle. Panicking at the thought of being caught with a body, Jerry suddenly attacks Thompson and knocks him unconscious. They quickly place the unconscious officer inside his patrol car, but when Craig goes to check on Clyde's body, he is horrified to discover that it has completely disappeared. The group panics and rush back to the cabin to grab their belongings and leave before more police arrive. Craig tries calling Lance, but there is no response, so they decide to split up and search the area. Unknowingly, Tom wanders onto Billy Ray's restricted land. As daylight fades into night, Craig and Jerry continue searching, but still find no sign of Lance. Eventually, Craig notices Lance's black jacket lying near the garage. They rush over, only to be horrified when they discover that Lance has transformed into a zombie. Jerry wants to end Lance's suffering, but Craig stops him. Instead, they knock him unconscious and drag his body back to the cabin and lock him inside one of the rooms. They realize they can't leave yet because Tom still hasn't returned. They decide that Jerry will go out to search for Tom while Craig stays behind to watch over Lance and make sure he doesn't break free. While searching the area, Jerry comes across Tom's vehicle, but Tom himself is nowhere to be seen. Jerry notices fresh tire marks on the ground and immediately follows them. The tracks lead straight onto Billy Ray's restricted land, where Billy Ray and his men are in the middle of a wild party. Jerry rushes in to rescue Tom, but he's quickly captured as well. Just then, Candy appears, now fully transformed into a horrifying zombie. Without warning, Candy attacks them, biting one after another and spreading the infection. In the chaos, Jerry and Tom manage to break free and escape. As they speed away, their vehicle runs over a zombie, splattering blood all over the windshield. Jerry pulls over at a gas station so he can use the bathroom, leaving Tom outside to clean the glass. While doing so, Tom notices a man standing nearby. At first, Tom assumes the man might be a zombie, but suddenly another zombie attacks and bites the man instead. The zombie then lunges at Tom, but he fights back and manages to kill it. Hearing Tom yelling, Jerry rushes back, and they decide their safest move is to return to the cabin. Back at the cabin, Craig is watching television when he hears noises coming from the room where Lance is locked up. After a violent struggle, Lance manages to break free, forcing Craig into a brutal fight to stop him. After Craig knocks Lance to the floor, Lance's phone starts ringing. Craig answers it and hears Carla's voice on the other end. In that moment, he finally realizes that Carla has been cheating on him with Lance. Devastated and furious, Craig immediately ends the relationship. He then shoots Lance in the head, making sure he is truly dead. At that exact moment, Jerry and Tom return and witness Craig killing Lance. The gunshot echoes through the area, drawing a large horde of zombies toward the cabin. They attempt to escape by car, but it won't start because it's out of fuel. With no way out, they retreat inside and barricade themselves within the cabin. Luckily, the cabin is stocked with weapons. Jerry heads out to the storage shed to retrieve gasoline, while Craig and Tom stay behind to defend the cabin. Armed with a sword, Jerry fights off zombies along the way and manages to kill several of them. After a fierce struggle, he secures the gasoline and races back. Inside the cabin, the situation deteriorates rapidly as zombies break through the defenses. Craig and Tom struggle to hold the door, but Tom is eventually overwhelmed and dragged outside. Craig and Jerry are forced to watch helplessly as Tom is brutally torn apart and eaten. After managing to kill the remaining zombies inside, Officer Thompson arrives at the cabin to arrest Craig and Jerry for attacking him earlier. However, he is stunned by the bloodshed, destruction, and the presence of zombies everywhere. Before fleeing, Craig and Jerry pour gasoline throughout the cabin and set it ablaze, ensuring the remaining zombies are burned. Thompson hesitates in confusion, trying to process what's happening, and that moment of delay allows surviving zombies to attack him. With no time left, Craig and Jerry escape in a police car. Just when it seems like the nightmare is finally over, they discover that Candy has secretly hidden inside the car, confirming that the zombie infection is far from finished.